man, Turki Alalshikh. Shout out to Kobe. Sent this morning before I left. He has denounced the Canelo fight. Let's talk about it. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, subscribe button, and the bell icon button for Terence Crawford. It's a bunch of content that I got coming up, man. He always want to start coughing when I record. He's a hater. But yeah, it's a bunch of content I got coming up, man. So, but yeah, man, he basically denounced Tszyu as well too, and I'll put it on the screen shortly. So, for the most part, if you didn't hear or live under a rock at the press conference, basically Canelo said he didn't want to fight Bud, but a lot of these haters still gonna turn it on Bud. And then he turned around and said, well, he thought Bud lost versus Madrimov. Like I said before, the hate for Terence Crawford is unreal. It ain't nothing that I ain't seen in boxing before. Larry Holmes, Devin Haney. I mean, it happens. When you a solid dude and you a good, productive black man, that's not what society wants us to be. They want us to be stereotypical gangster, sag their pants so they can say, well, this is the image of black men. This is the image of black men. That's what they want. And this is who they really are. This is who they really are. And that's kind of, that's just what it is. So, ain't pretty much nothing that you can do about it because we don't have any power to control our narrative, and we weren't allowed to do so. So, anytime you're and I'm not just talking about the outsiders. I'm talking about people on the inside as well, too, in our own community, our own women. They shun guys that are, that do the right thing, that's clean cut and responsible. So they do shun us. So it is what it is, man. But it's a double whammy, and then they don't promote you unless you, stereotypical brother in their mind, gangster, sagging your pants, grabbing your nuts and selling the QP and all that type of shit. But Turki Alalshikh said, just wrapped up an important meeting now with my team, planning for upcoming fights. We will make in 24, 25. I decided to disregard the Canelo fight as I don't want it anymore. Instead, I will be focusing on the U.S. market with bigger fighters, bigger fights, especially for the legend Terence Crawford. So Crawford is who kicked this Turki Alalshikh shit off for real. As far as him getting active with everybody, I think AJ relationship over there was the spark, but Crawford really put it in motion for real. But instead I would be focused on the U.S. market for bigger fights, especially Crawford. Additionally, I will support making fights for Boots. Shout out to Boots. Haney. Shout out to Haney. Shakur Stevenson. Virgil Ortiz. Jared Anderson. So even if Jared Anderson still lost, shout out to Turki Alalshikh for being the throwback boxing fan. We've seen plenty of our heroes lose early. I mean, Lennox Lewis lost early, and still a lot of people consider him to be one of the greatest heavyweights of all time. Williams to pay them more. Regards to Tszyu, there's something unclear with the communication with his team, with our team. So I believe I'll reconsider his situation for the rest of the world. Definitely, I'm focusing on Riyadh season card, Wembley edition, September 21st with Anthony Joshua and Daniel Du Bois. And depending on the results in that Riyadh season opening card, B1 better BF, October, the 12th of October, I will be building the card for the rematch of Fury Usyk on the 21st of December and another big card of the first quarter of the 2025. Stay tuned. That probably going to have something to do with Bud. All right, I'm just guessing. So, shout out to him, man. This is a guy we need to support. The production was great. They was giving away cars and, the stars came out and all that type of stuff. So as far as Tszyu, I don't know what they own. They may be on Al Heyman's plan. I know they got 2 fights lined up, so maybe that's why the communication is murky. Jesus Ramos, I think it's Jesus Ramos and him supposed to fight, I read or I heard. And then you turn around and he supposed to fight Lubin in December. So that's probably why he really ain't heard nothing. That's probably why he really ain't heard nothing from Tszyu. So, calling him out publicly, okay, it is what it is. We'll see what happens. They might have other plans for him. So especially after he lost. But to be honest, I'm gonna talk about Virgil and Terence Crawford coming up. So we got a lot of good boxing content, and Turki Alalshikh might keep me in the game. He keep making fights, and at the end of the day, Tank can act like he don't want to fuck with him. Canelo can act like he don't want to mess with him. But ultimately, ultimately he's going to shut Canelo down. They have a plan to gang up on Canelo. David Benavidez. That's why he say he want to work with Benavidez. Better be Evan Beeble. They plan to take on a Cinco de Mayo day. So either they gonna force Canelo to fight better opponents, or they gonna push him off them days. So he messing with the UFC, messing with the WWE. They gonna start boxing Canelo out. People say, well, you can't do that. His numbers are already falling, bro. His numbers are already falling. Floyd Mayweather's numbers fell and Pacquiao numbers fell. That's why, Showtime told Mayweather that he had to fight Manny Pacquiao. His numbers started to fall. So at the end of the day, Turki Alalshikh doing what he do. You know, he putting this shit in motion, and I really don't think anybody could really get mad at it. That event was huge, and just imagine if Virgil and Virgil and what's the brother name? Tszyu was on the undercard. That would have been an amazing show. That would have been a once in a lifetime show. So that would have been that would have been fire. So even more fire. So I mean, I don't know who don't want good boxing, but who don't get people who scared to see their favorite fighter lose, and then when the fight get made, then they want to stick their chest out and be like, yeah. And somebody in the comment section of this video was talking about, well, this just mean that Terence Crawford, Turkey don't believe Terence could beat Canelo. No, this just mean when Canelo said he won $150 million to fight Terence Crawford, like, hell no. That just lets you know everything you want to know right there. If he really thought Crawford lost him a dream off, then he why wouldn't you go take the money? I'm pretty sure it's more money than you making. But when you making so much money, it's all the same. When you start adding up taxes, he get the Mexican TV money. He said he got 80% of the concessions as well too on Sway Universe. Somebody shared that in the Discord. So he eating. So why, pretty much I'm just nickel and dime. And a lot of us got a nickel and dime mentality as well too. A lot of us got a nickel and dime mentality. So that's just what it is. Why not nickel and dime or get one big fight? Even though, I mean, shit, for that big fight you can get, in my humble opinion, that big fight that you can get, man, that's a lot of money, and it should be a very winnable fight. That's what I don't understand. That's a fight that you should be able to win. So I really don't understand, his train of thought around that. That's a fight that he should be able to win, and I don't understand, why he wouldn't want to mix it up. That's my thing. Why wouldn't you want to take a fight that you 100% should be able to win? But you know what? Maybe he don't think he can 100% win the fight, and that's really the only thing that you can really think about, is that he don't believe he can get the job done. And then he turns around and says, well, I don't like to fight movers and all that. And people, his fanboys will ignore that. And then still talk about, oh, how it's Crawford's fault, or oh, he ain't this and he ain't that, or blase this and blase that. And I just be looking like, it was like Errol Spence saying that, what did Errol Spence say? Said that he gonna take the easy route. See, that's why I tell y'all sitting here debating, arguing on threads and on posts with people, and people it's coming out here blatantly saying, I'm ducking, I don't want to fight this guy. And that's what they saying, and people still arguing it. Why? What do we need to argue about? Dude say easy route. Dude ask for astronomical money. That means he don't feel confident that he can win. Let's keep it a bean. That means dude don't really feel confident that he can get the job done. So what are we really talking about? Honestly. So, they telling, and then people still arguing. You know, when people come out and blatantly duck, it's nothing to argue about. It's nothing to argue about. This is a duck by Canelo. And then he said, well, Crawford is easy money, and it's easy money. Okay, if it's easy money and you getting the most money, probably by far, I mean, shit, why not take the fight? That's what we flabbergasted on. That's what we flabbergasted on. If it's the easy money, take the fight. I mean, like I said before, I never respected that man as a fighter. I just don't respect him how he been moving. When the people say he fought everybody, he can fight whoever he wants to fight. So when you talking about he's fought, he hasn't fought everybody. He's avoided Benavidez. He's avoided Morel. He ducked Sergey Derevyanchenko. You know, he ducked Demetrius Andrade. Had he defended his belt with Derevyanchenko and for Andrade, he'd have been undisputed at middleweight, but he didn't think he could win. So we can go up and down the list of the amount of guys that he ducked throughout his career, bro. It ain't nothing new. He said he don't want to fight a mover. Right? He said he don't want to fight a mover. Fine. Fine. Don't fight a mover. Okay, fight Benavidez then. He don't move that much. Then it's no, I need 700. I need now he's saying you need 200. It's fight Benavidez. It's like, all right, bro, man, get out of here. And people co-signing this foo-foo shit. Like I said before, it is what it is. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. And the subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance, get notifications. We go live or drop video financially. Want to support the channel? Cash App, $ CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link in the description. Appreciate everybody for supporting the channel. Let me know what you girls and guys think in the comment section. Other than that, man, check out the Boston's playlist, check out the Patreon, hit the link tree, find me everywhere. Peace.